When you first get your view board, there are many settings that should be configured on it. Remember, if you go in here to your apps and choose settings, there's different areas such as preferences where we can configure things like startup and shutdown settings. Now, if you haven't watched our settings video, we recommend going and checking that out. However, if you're using myViewBoard Manager Advanced, you can actually configure all of these settings using a profile and then push them out to your boards to speed up that process. So let's take a look at how we create a profile and how we send it out to our boards. First, we need to log into myViewBoard Manager. Then we're going to select the board or groups of boards that we're going to apply the profile to. On the left, you're going to see the profiles option. And we're going to choose the plus button to create a new profile. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these settings. Again, go watch the settings video if you want to know what each of these particular settings does and how it impacts the board. But what we want to do is we can give it a name. We'll just call this one test. And then, of course, you can give it a description, especially if that certain profile goes to a certain building or area. Next, we're going to choose display. We can change things like the default wallpaper. Some of the preferences we can change are startup and shutdown times. We don't always recommend having the boards turn on randomly, especially if there's no one in the room, but it might be nice to set up a shutdown time for the board. You can also configure a password for the settings, so anyone who walks up to the board can't automatically get in there and change things. We can also change things about the inputs. Again, energy saving is something we recommend. Turning off of the boards are used a lot. But again, go check out our settings video for detailed ways that you can set up the board if you're curious about what each of these does and how it impacts the board. Once you have all your settings configured here, you just create that profile. You'll see that we have our profile up here at the top. And what we can do is that pencil, it will edit it. Or if we choose the assign button, we can now go through and assign that profile to particular devices, or we can choose an entire group and then apply that profile to an entire group. Now, if you need to go back in time and kind of see what profiles have been assigned, you can go to what we call the assignment history, and that will take you back and you can see what profile was assigned to what devices and or groups. So, kind of in summary, you can either go manually, configure all the settings. You can actually clone those settings with a USB stick. We have videos on how to do all that but if you have myViewBoard Manager, this is a much faster way to get your board up and running with the most desirable settings.